Let's ask the question here. When we talk about branding and marketing, okay, when we talk about branding and marketing, what's the first thing that come into your mind when you think about your brand? I want you right now to think about your brand, your logo, everything na meron ka ngayon sa may store mo or your personal brand or your own products. What does your brand look like? And ano ba yung logo niya, yung color scheme niya? And ask yourself, like, what value does this give me? Parang ano ba yung feeling na nakuha ko while I'm thinking of my brand? What does my brand make me feel like? Okay, if you are someone na wala ka pa mga items ngayon, you're not yet selling anything, I am with you. What I want you to do is to think of your future plans. Ano ba yung future brand na gusto mo? And ano ba yung goal mo na agenda? What should people feel when they look at my brand? Okay, when they look at my brand, what should people feel? I will give you time to do that. I will give you time to think of your brand. I will give you time to visualize everything and share to me on the chat below. If you want to share lang naman, share to me in the chat below if ano yung gusto yung ipa-feel when people look at your brand. Okay. Sabi ni Ate Gio, ownership. Yung kakaiba, sabi ni Kathy, at nag-stand out sa iba. Water machine. I want them to feel that will be that this will be the answer. Satisfaction and financial success. Trustworthy. Okay. All those things are the things that you visualize for your brand, di ba? Yun yung mga visions mo for your brand. That's 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 what you look like. Your parang ano. Nabusan ako ng words. That's what your brand is all about. What does it feel like for you? What does it look like for you? What are you visualizing? But walang nagtanong ng how is my brand? So how is your brand, guys? How is your brand ngayon? Saang stage ka na ngayon ng branding mo? May I know if saang stage ka na ngayon ng branding mo? Sa mga pinaka-active nating mga members dyan, may I know saang stage ka na ngayon ng branding mo? Are you in the problem solving yung brand? Sabi ni Sir Dennis, starting pa lang, healthcare insurance, okay. So the reason why I pose this question, how is your brand? Because we have to know, okay, we have to know paano ba talaga natin ma-build ang brand. It's not enough na we know our brand archetype, our marketing archetype, our client archetype. It's important for us to identify how will we get that brand. That's why ngayon, guys, I will give you the exact strategy that I use, okay, that I let my students use in creating our own brands. So my forte is into e-commerce. So my focus is into e-commerce. So I know branding is all about how you post on Facebook, all about your messaging, all about your logo and all. But the reason why I want to share the learnings that I will share throughout this entire period, okay? The reason why I want to share this, because I want to give you an exact method that already works, okay? You don't have to figure out na ano ba yung mga posts na kailangan kong gawin, ano ba yung mga social media na mga pakulo na kailangan kong gawin. All you have to do is to follow what works. You don't have to repair the wheel if hindi siya broken, okay? So let's begin, okay? So in e-commerce, I want to introduce to you what are the different types of e-commerce. The reason why I want to share this to you, or bakit ba siya related sa my branding coach Nero, the reason why it's related sa branding, kasi e-commerce is all about having a product. And even if my personal brand ka ngayon, you can still relate this to e-commerce. For example, e-commerce is selling online. And selling online is, for example, if you have your personal brand, then you are selling yourself. So let's identify what are the different types of e-commerce, okay? So there's drop shipping, Amazon, Lazada, Shopee, traditional online selling, influencer marketing, and local e-tailing. So drop shipping, look at it this way. Nasa Philippines ka, your supplier is in China, and yung client mo nasa US. Most of us think na when we want to sell something online, dapat yung inventory will come sa atin sa Philippines, okay? Ipapadala natin from China, parating sa Philippines, then go back to US. But dropshipping works like this. Nasa Philippines ka, your supplier is in China, yung client mo sa US. Yung supplier mo sa China mismo ang magpapadala ng products going to the US. You don't have to worry anymore about inventory. Meaning yan, you're just sitting doing the marketing end. Amazon, Lazada, Shopee, on the other hand, dito yung where people compete and price. And the reason why I don't recommend selling on Amazon, Lazada, and Shopee, because if you want to go long term, branding it's not really existent in Amazon, Shopee, or Lazada, hindi ka makabuild ng strong brand if you want to sell online. Next is traditional online selling. This is how you post on Facebook about your products, your story, your etc. 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 And it's earning you profits, but there is a much more better way. Influencer marketing is just upgrade lang siya. And lastly, local e-tailing. This is what I'm going to teach you, and this is the low cost method of building your own brand, and of course making millions, of course. So okay, let's keep this one. It's all about business related na mga basic requirements lang siya. When building your own brand, okay, kanina di ba sinabi ko na it's all about, it can be about selling yourself, selling your products or anything, but I want to focus on branding in products. Kasi branding, when it comes to selling yourself or selling your personal story, is a different kind of brand. It's kind of your passion project. So there's no one solution for it. You just have to really know what's my story and people will find you eventually. So there's no really trick there or mga kodigo. So the reason why I'm teaching you branding in physical products, kasi for me, this is how the end game of e-commerce looks like. Yung may personal brand ka. And right now, I'm in the process of building a personal brand. And I will share it to you later. But branding in e-commerce is all about, siya, you have a product and yung product mismo nakapangalan sa'yo, nakapangalan sa brand mo. So local e-tailing comprises of this: finding your product, posting it online, the customer finds you, ipapadeliver mo, then may pera ka na. I thought it's that easy. Maghanap ka ng product, post mo, may bibili, and then ipaship mo, and then may pera ka na. But in reality, it is not that easy. Bakit? The reason for that is, okay, branding and marketing plays a lot of role here. And this is where the exciting things happen. Because in branding and marketing, we narrow down all the things na mga hindi naman essential to the things that really matter at the end of the day. So what are the things that matter at the end of the day? So these are the things that matter when it comes to building your own brand. Product hunting and research, finding the right software where you can publish your website, and lastly, it's all about marketing. So yung branding na part is into the second na portion, and yung pinakalas yung sa marketing na end is where we will dive less. Parang it's a less process. But let's identify first, what are the things that you want to sell online? May I know what are the things that you want to sell online right now? Okay, what are the things that you want to sell online? Or pag ngayon parang you're not planning to sell online, then good for you. But the reason why I'm sharing this one is a lot of people are venturing right now into e-commerce, especially in the pandemic. So what are the things that you are planning to sell online during these times? If wala naman, then good for you. Okay, health and beauty, appliances. Okay, that's a good amount of item. Real estate, health and beauty, and fashion. Okay. So the question that we should answer is, how do we find the right product? Okay, how do we find the right product? You must first decide if yung store mo is general or niche. Okay, this goes also if you are into insurance, MLM, network marketing. You must decide if yung store mo, marami kang companies na nire-represent, or you are only representing only one company. If I will apply this to e-commerce, it's making a choice between if you are going to sell only one thing or you're going to sell a lot of things under one store. Okay, if I'm going to apply this into real estate, perhaps, again, parang same siya ng concept sa MLM. You can represent a lot of companies or owners ng house, or you can just promote one house. So you decide if you want to go general or niche. Okay, so what are the examples of general or niche stores? Okay, first is, for example, Zalora is a general store because they are selling a lot of stuff. You can look at this as Watsons. Watsons, they are selling shampoo, ano pa ba, mga hair dryer, may pagkain din. So hindi ka sure kung ano talagang binibenta nila. So they're selling a lot, so they are a general store. When we say niche store naman, niche store are only selling one thing. For example, this website is selling only one thing kasi clothes yung binibenta niya. So the importance of deciding general or niche is the first step when it comes to building your brand. Kasi branding, di ba? When we think of branding, we jump kaagad sa ating logo, sa ating product, sa ating colors. But we don't speak about what is my mission, what is my message. That's why the starting point talaga is deciding if you want to go for general or niche store. That's why right now, let's focus on 3 product requirements. Must not be present in malls, must not have a market, and the hack for this is trends.google.com. So first thing, must not be present in malls. Pag sinabi natin must not be present in malls, this means na bakit ako bibili ng item na binibenta ng friend ko sa Facebook kung present naman yan sa malls? Okay, that's why when you want to sell something online, make sure that it has something now which I call Shazam, parang something special about it. Second is it must not have a market. When we say na it must have a market, ibig sabihin nito it must be up on trend. For example, if you are building your personal brand, okay, if you are building a personal brand, when you are thinking na my brand should have a market, this boils down na dapat my message right now is resonating with a social issue or mga ongoing na trending topics ngayon. For example, if nag-viral ang isang video about being a plantita, then why not join the haze and post a video about it also? And maybe mag-trending ka and people will know you and you will have a larger audience. But when it comes naman to branding your physical products, you must make sure na yung items mo ngayon must have a market. So one hack for this is trends.google.com. For example, if we search scented candles, okay, scented candles, you will see na yung kanyang rating is up, down, up, down, up, down. This is not a good indicator. Bakit? The reason for that is, ang trend niya is anytime now it will fall and then anytime now it will rise. Hindi ka sure sa market if it will work or not. So why would you spend your time in something na hindi naman sigurado? Why would you spend your time kung hindi ka naman sure if that thing will reciprocate all the time, effort, and love that you will give? That's why one example of the perfect na industry talaga or na market is the beauty industry. You will see here na hindi siya nag-dip down beyond or below 50. And that is a good indicator na the beauty market or the beauty industry in the Philippines is really booming. Meaning it will not die anytime soon or it will not die right now. Meaning ito, if this is already a clue for you guys, meaning ito, if you are going to sell beauty products right now, make sure na it will fit our product requirements. So, for example, sabi ni Coach Nero na I will sell something about beauty product. Hindi ibig sabihin na mag-start ka na benta ng lipstick, okay? It doesn't mean like that. Meaning, make sure again that it must not be present in malls, okay? Next, it must have a market. So you are in the right market right now. And pinaka-last na requirement is it must fit both the need and want assessment. When we say both the need and want assessment, this means na, for example, if you are selling a water bottle, it must not be only a water bottle. Di ba? Water bottle is a need. Water bottle is commodity siya. It contains water. It's our everyday needs. But how do we find a water bottle na may components siya ng want? You can find a water bottle. For example, guys, I am sharing to you right now my winning item before. One item that made it possible for me is my water bottle. Yung water bottle ko, it fit both the need and want assessment kasi it has an insulator and a temperature display. So it's a need kasi nga it's a water bottle, but at the same time it's a want kasi may temperature display siya. You want find things ngayon. Wait lang. Let me show you an example because I have here an example. Okay, this one. This is the water bottle that I was selling before. And how many of you here would want to know the rest of my winning items? Because I have a lot here in store and I can just grab them and show them to you later. So how many of you here would want to know the rest of my winning items? Because this made millions possible for me. So I want you to stay until the end because I will reveal to you my winning item. So pag later na hindi ko siya ni-reveal, please remind me, okay? Please remind me to reveal my winning items kasi makakalimutan ko talaga siya. So remind me na, Coach, yung mga winning items mo, pakita mo sa amin kasi promise to us. Okay. So yung outcome nito, when you are looking for the item to sell online, may tatlong outcome siya. It can be winning, selling, or dead. When we say dead item siya, let's say na nag-test ka ng item, let's say na pinatakbo mo siya for mga one week. So 1 week na yon walang bumili talaga. That is an indicator na maybe there is something wrong or ang pinaka-worst case scenario, your item is not good at all. When we say selling item, ito yung ibig sabihin na ang pinakita mo is nasa 10K to 30K per day. Yes, guys, it's possible to earn this much. When we say winning item, it's 50K and above. 50K and above in just one day of selling that item. So these are the three possible outcomes. That's why right now, the reason why I didn't narrow down, di ba? When we think of branding and marketing, akala natin na it's just all about branding yourself, having the right logo or having the right niche. But branding and marketing, it is most apparent talaga sa mga products. And the reason why I'm teaching you right now all about products, because I want to share to you my experience in branding and marketing in products. Because dito, it really starts branding and marketing lessons in branding and marketing really starts with selling something online. Physical products talaga. So the reason why ngayon it's easier for me to reach out to people or people have a recall on my name is because I have ideas and knowledge in branding and marketing because of selling in physical products. That's why I narrow down the lesson to e-commerce lang or selling physical products because this is my stepping stone. It was possible for me. So I'm also sharing this to you because maybe it will be possible for you. And I want you to claim it right now if you want this to happen. So the product hunting and research, that's it. That's all about product hunting and research. And product hunting and research is just knowing what would I sell online. Kasi the product and the logo, the logo itself, the branding itself will just come at the very end, okay, or at the second step. But the first thing that you should identify is what should I sell online? What's one thing that I would sell online na papatok sa mga tao? And if you will find that item, na for example for you, you feel like this is a winning item, that's when branding happens. Kasi again, di ba, when if you have watched yung movie about Bill Gates, hindi pala Steve Jobs, yung title niya is Jobs. When Apple started talaga, no one believed in computers because the people were not ready for it. No one is buying Apple computers. And si Steve Jobs mismo, he was removed as the CEO of Apple. He was removed from the Apple talaga na company for the first, I think, 2 years ata or 1 year. The reason for that is it's a good lesson na he trusted too much sa kanya mga Okay, oh my God, this is a very, very good story about branding and marketing. So Steve Jobs started the company Apple. It was his friend who developed the software. But the thing about Steve Jobs is he is a visionary. He focused on design, on what would people feel when they use Apple computer. So when they started Apple computer, taka lang, para madama nyo. When they started Apple computer, what happened was, naging incorporation sila, they went big when they had an angel investor na nag-offer sa kanila na, okay, I will give you the money, then let's make the Apple computer. They went big, tapos people were buying from them. What happened was, they want to go bigger. So IBM before was the leading company on computers. So when they noticed that they were competing with IBM, Steve Jobs, si Steve Jobs, he know to himself na hindi siya expert in marketing. He is expert in design. So what he did was, he stooped down sa kanyang role as CEO and he hired yung president ng Coca-Cola before na leader ng marketing. Parang sa tingin niya, he is a much more better expert than me in marketing. So he hired the president of Coca-Cola para mag-replace sa kanya as CEO ng Apple. So what happened was, si Steve Jobs, pinatanggal siya from the Apple company mismo. Kasi he was a visionary, yung CEO kinakabahan sa kanya mga visions, sa kanya mga ideas. So for 2 years, Steve Jobs was gone, or I think it's much more longer or shorter than that. I'm not sure. What happened was, during the runtime of that CEO na expert sa marketing, Apple lost the trust of the people. Nag-plummet yung kanilang stocks. And si Apple ngayon, they were able to build the brand. The reason why I'm talking to you right now in my Apple computer, the reason why may mga Apple kina items ngayon, because Steve Jobs became the CEO again. Because he embraced his vision, his design. The bottom line of this is, branding is all about the creative process. What do you want your customers to feel? So it all starts with what do you want to sell your customers, and in that item, what should they feel when they touch your item? That's why after product hunting, after knowing what should I sell, the next thing that we should answer is, how will I build my brand? So for me, what worked for me is to have a website. The fastest way to build credibility or social proof or the trust factor, okay, trust factor is to have a website, a domain, so that people will know na, okay, legit pala yun siya. So the software for this is Shopify. Shopify is, ano siya? Shopify is an online software where you can have your own website. So yung kanina yung mga manual goes out, mga ano pa yun ba, mga rucksack, those have Shopify stores. Wait lang. Water break. Are you learning so far, guys? Okay. So, when we talk about branding in an online store, we have to focus on this quote muna. Okay, this quote muna. I think this was said by Warren Buffett. There's no strategic advantage in being the cheapest, but there's huge branding and positioning advantage in being the most expensive, okay? Hindi ka in advantage when you are competing with prices. For example, pag nasa Shopee ka, if you have experience selling in Shopee before or Lazada, sino ba dito yung mga yung mga viewers natin in Facebook or in Zoom right now who has been selling in Shopee or Lazada? Di ba you have noticed na people buy from you, or if you're selling in Shopee or Lazada, people buy from you when you compete with prices. Because even ikaw, as a consumer, you will choose an item na pinakamura talaga out of a lot of stores. When you compete with prices, there's no advantage on that. Kasi for example, if yung item mo ngayon is 350, nakita mo yung customer mo na binenta niya ng 150. So you will compete, you will make yours 145. If your competitor, binabaan niya ng 80 pesos, you will make yours 75. At the end of the day, yung ROI doon is 0.01%. Hindi ka kumita because you compete with price. So the bottom line in here is that there's branding and positioning advantage in being the most expensive. When you are the most expensive, what made you the most expensive is your branding. So how do you build that brand? Okay, our goal here is a perceived value. Branding is all about the perceived value. If you have been in our masterclass before, I have told you about the first thing that comes into your mind when you think about Apple, diba? And Apple is just a fruit. It's a fruit, then it became a logo. And talking about Apple, did you know na yung price ng iPhone 11 sa may store nila before was 74K, but yung cost niya is 24,525 lang. Yung markup niya, it's so high that Apple was able to do this because of their branding. For example, let's say lang in a world na the same features nito, the same qualities, the same detail, the same everything. A company was selling the same thing as Apple, but in a different world, ang brand nito is My Phone yung pangalan. My Phone yung pangalan, pero same yung features lahat. Pero yung price niya is nasa 80,000 pesos. Will you buy that phone? Itong same specs ng Apple lahat, same feature, same design, pero My Phone ang brand. My Phone ang nakalagay na brand. Or let's say Cherry Mobile. Pero yung price niya is 80K pa rin or 74K. Will you buy that phone? Okay. No. Kasi for us, yung brand na Cherry Mobile, My Phone, di ba local siya? Local siya na mobiles. And how they position their brand is cellphone na pangmasa. Okay? Cellphone na pangmasa. So even if yung kanyang specs, qualities is same talaga sa Apple, kahit same pa yan sila ng manufacturer, it's all about the brand. And Apple was able to sell this one kasi nga, it's all about the branding and the brand positioning. So knowing that our goal is high perceived value, how do we integrate this? Logo, ad creative, publication materials, and the product itself. Okay. This is a very deep topic, kumbaga, about the creative design of logo, ad creative. But if you have noticed kanina sa mga ads that I have showed you, diba, you have noticed na how the ads run is making you feel something. For example, yung sa Orocan, it's meant to be a funny way of storytelling. It's meant to be a funny way of selling their brand. Kasi that's how they want to build their brand. They want to relate to people na funny yung brand, nakakatawa siya, parang smooth sailing lang kumaga. They are not hard selling, but they are promoting it in a creative manner. When you saw the Apple ads kanina, they positioned their video ads, okay, They showed the features ng Apple na no spill, no shock, but in a very creative pattern. When you saw the ads ng Raksa kanina, and I want you to watch this on live again, yung mga video na pinakita ko, it's showing to you people who are using the brand. Because I will reveal to you bakit ganun yung pag-position niya. So are you excited to learn bakit ganun yung mga ads kanina, Coach Nero? Why does it look like that? I don't get it. If they want to sell about the brand and the product, why don't they focus on the specs of the product? Why do they have to show to people na ginagamit mga ganyan? So a perfect way for this is NOMS. Okay, NOMS na brand. If you have noticed yung NOMS, this is on an online din na item. They are based in Canada. And they are selling mga products na for diet. So they have integrated their brand in their product, in their ads. I want you to visit their website, noms.com. Nice yung kanilang website, nice yung flow, and I will discuss the flow later ng website. And the reason why this is my example, okay, kasi Noms integrated everything in their logo, in their marketing, and in Canada, they are selling a lot, okay, and they are still on right now, even during pandemic. So it's all about brand positioning. If you will notice sa kanilang website, if I want you to visit sa kanilang website right now, or if tinatamad kayo, let's visit their website together. Let me open my screen. noms.com. Okay, sa lahat ng mga dyan, waiting. Are you learning so far? Okay, so it's up right now and I will share to you my screen. Teka lang. Okay. So this is NOMS. I want you to notice their banner. Okay, yung kanilang banner lang. This is actually already an ad na. But you will see there's sa kanilang banner na people are eating, they are yogaing, they are biking while eating their product. The reason why they are showing you this, because they want you or to imprint in your brain na this product, okay, is for people who are healthy, who are into sports, who wants to diet. Okay, sige, di ba? Kasi when you think about this product, you can position it or you can make an ads without showing people who are healthy, for example. But the reason why they're showing you this one, because they want to position their brand, na ginagamit siya ng mga tao, na ganun yung agenda. Meaning, they know their market too well, na they are able to position their ads around that market. For example, Milo, di ba? Milo, as I have said, if you will check sa likod ng Milo, it's all about sugar. But their ads is all about beating the energy gap. And sa tingin natin, Milo is healthy kasi nga energy gap para mga sporty yung gumagamit. But the more na they use mga athletes, ang kanilang mga ads are more like mga upbeat, all about health. Inisip natin na Milo is healthy. Milo is good for us. But did you know na it has caused a lot more diabetes, mga ganyan? Kasi Milo is full of sugar. I'm not destroying Milo here, but I just want to appreciate na how they had that process of building the brand na Milo, na they just showed to people na ito yung gumagamit na tao. And that's why na-imprint sa ating mind na Milo is all about that. So branding, again, is all about the perceived value. So for example, pag itong baso na to, if I will sell this baso online, okay, pwede mo siyang, siguro, if I will sell this baso online, okay guys, so this is very spontaneous. I'm thinking right now, as of the moment, if I will sell this baso online, di ba, walang taong nagbebenta ng baso sa online ngayon kasi baso is a commodity. It's present in malls. But let's say lang na this is my brand. This is all about my brand. And if I want to sell this online, hindi ko siya ipapakita yung ads na iniinom ng mga tao. Ipapakita ko yung ads na iniinom siya ng mga hayop nila, ng kanilang pet cat, pinapainom nila. Or maybe ipapakita ko yung ads na tinatapon to sa may wall. Or yung mga baso ko, tinatapon sa wall para mag-release ng anger. So, di ba, did you see the point na you can recreate the functionality of an item based on how you want people to perceive your brand. So before building your brand talaga, that's why kanina important, know what is your item, and the next step is know your customers, okay? Know your customers. The reason why it's important for you to know your customers is para alam mo kung sino ang market mo. That's why kanina, di ba, sa may knowing your brand, it's important to know kung may market yung item mo kasi it's important for you to know kung sino ba yung tinatry mong binibentahan. For example, The reason why Milo showed you the ads na beat the energy gap, may mga athletes, because their target market are people who are into lifestyle, mga healthy living, mga sporty events, or people who wants to feel energetic through sugar. Kasi di ba, even Coke can energize you because Coke has a lot of sugars. There's nothing wrong with sugar as long as yung intake mo is ano lang siya, with moderation, of course. So the reason why I'm sharing to you this right now, because again, I want you to write this down para may mental clarity ka. Kasi lahat ng mga sinishare ko ngayon, aside from the slides, are all mga direct downloads, kumbaga. It's important to know first what product to sell. The next thing to know is who is your market. And the last thing is all about branding. It's all about making your brand na. Knowing your product means na ano ba yung ibibenta ko. Knowing your market means sino ba yung binibentahan ko. The reason why bakit important yung question na sino ba yung binibentahan ko, for you to know what ads will I make, what materials will I show to people, for them to imprint in their mind na para sa kanila yung item na to. Para maisip nila na, for example, di ba, who among you here remembered Ovaltine? Okay, Ovaltine. Sino dito naka-remember ng Ovaltine? I grew up in an era na Ovaltine yung ginagamit namin kasi siya, may something siya na different taste compared sa Milo. But di ba you have seen ngayon na Ovaltine medyo na naging laos sila kasi I don't know how they position their brand. I don't know kung ano yung kanilang mga materials or mga stunt. And the fact alone na I can't remember, I can't remember kung ano yung ad sila. All that I can remember is yung yung kanilang mascot, yung parang potato na yung orange kumbaga, di ba? That's the only thing that I know, yung kanilang mascot. The reason why sila yung naalala ko, because that is what they put sa kanilang brand, yung mascot itself. But when I think of Milo, the first thing that come into my mind was Jetboy Lizardo na nagkakarate siya sa may pakete ng Milo. So I was able to identify at an early age na Milo is for athletes. And I was so amazed na grabe yung kanyang legs, si Jetboy, like very straight, tapos it's high in the air, ganyan. Diba? And what you put in your brand is what people will recall about your brand. And look at where Ovaltine is right now. The reason why they didn't establish is strong roots. Kasi they followed what other people does. During that time, a lot of mascots were appearing on television. So they have their own mascots also. And it came to a point na they got confused in their marketing siguro na message na ngayon, only a few people know Ovaltine. And new generation doesn't even know Ovaltine. So it's important in branding to have your own website because that's the easiest way for people to see na okay, this is their website, ito yung pinapakita nila. Maybe that's why ito yung pinapakita nila kasi ito yung gusto nilang market kumbaga. Okay. When making a website, okay, di ba website is only for social proof. Later I will explain how it will be put together. But right now, we are on the flow of an online store. Now that you know na it's all about making the website and making the website work, what is the flow of the website? Ano ba yung flow ng website? Ano ba yung kanyang pattern, kumbaga? So, okay. I want you to screenshot this right now. Because I know for a fact na even if I will explain this, a lot of you will not understand what I'm saying. Unless you will take action and you will follow this format. So you will not give value to this right now. Trust me, guys. I really know. I have shared it to a lot of my students na. I know that you will not really value the sharing that I will share here. But just an overview. I want you to screenshot this right now. And when you are creating your website through Shopify, which I will teach you very, very soon through the Master 5 also, go back to the screenshot and notice kung ano yung format. Banner, featured products, social proof, and collections. The best way for me to explain this one is to go back sa ating perfect example, which is NOMS. Ito yung kanilang banner. The banner is very important kasi this is how people see you. Okay. Enough of NOMS kasi NOMS is my epitome before. I will give you an example na na ginawa ko. Would you want me to share to you yung aking gawa mismo na website? Yung aking own produced mismo na website? How I created the website, okay? How many of you would want that? Okay, thank you for valuing my efforts, okay? Sino yung comment, guys? Okay, hindi ko na alam kasi. Okay, thank you so much. How many of you here are excited to see kung ano yung website na ginawa ko na? So my inspiration for this was NOMS, okay? I want you to basta ganun. So, ito yung isa sa website na ginawa ko. This is Aura Beauty and Wellness. And notice mo dito, the first thing that you will see here. Okay, guys, so if you want to buy through this website, just go to aurabeauty.ph, cross promotion, leveraging. So Aura Beauty and Wellness, the first thing that you will notice is the banner. Okay, banner, products, yan. Just notice the products kanyan. If you will see sa banner, walang taong mahawak ng product, walang taong masaya na hawak ang product. It's just all about the products. And the reason why the banner was like this, kasi I wanted to share to you about the context ng brand kasi si Aura was known lang siya na wellness products lang siya. Like wala pa siyang market sa younger generation. The reason why I made the banner like this, okay, the reason why I made the banner like this is to imprint sa eyes of people na oh my God, nice yung kanilang banner. Maybe they know their branding too well. Maybe alam nila kung paano i-position ang kanilang market. This is to position the brand sa higher bracket. Kasi not all websites are doing this right now. Like, wala silang ganitong creative sa kanilang banner. Most of the websites ngayon sa Philippines are just putting up pictures. But the reason why I made this video format sa banner is I want to position na, wow, nice yung kanilang banner. So, I want you to notice na even if alam ko na the next step for this is to show people who are using the product, I started with this one kasi hindi dapat binibigla yung audience na boom, may model ka agad, ganun. So dapat slowly building up siya. Dapat slowly people will start to notice na, okay, ganun pala yun. Okay. For example, I want to give an example on this one. Diba? Jollibee, diba? When we think of Jollibee, we think of family. But Jollibee didn't go directly na family. Yung kanilang first ads, it was all about their product. It was all about their chicken joy. But as years progresses, they start showing ads na family are having fun eating meals together, and yung built up niya slowly. Kasi people will have a hard time catching up if binigla mo sila kaagad. So slowly, slow and steady wins the race. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. So as we stroll down here, you will notice na there are awards. The reason why I showed awards dito is for social proof, okay? So what is social proof, Coach Nero? Social proof are things that you show to people so that they will trust your brand. They will trust your brand. The most important word there is trust. Trust is very important in brands because that's where you build brand loyalty. So awards like this will show na, multi-awarded brand, maybe there's something different with them. Okay, and the next thing that I showed are collection of products para alam ng people na, they are selling a lot of items. Okay, and the next thing that I showed are the things that we want to sell. Okay, the things that we want to sell. The reason why I showed this one, para alam ng tao na, baka ito yung best seller. Okay, and then you will notice here, may mga reviews. Okay, may mga artistang gumagamit. May mga, for example, si Manilyn Reynes, si Jana D, I don't know, sino to sila, si Aramina, si Carlos C, si Miguel T. Oh my God, okay. So, okay, there are a lot of reviews here, 48 reviews, and a lot more. The reason why may reviews dito, because people trust more brands, may mga reviews, may mga ratings, may mga testimonials, okay? May mga testimonials. And the more that they see this, the more na they will feel na there are users who are using this brand. So this one, di ba? You will notice na Coach Nero, hindi naman yan existent sa mga big brands like Coca-Cola. Parang there's no customer review sa kanilang website. Even Apple, they don't have customer reviews sa kanilang website. Kasi guys, they are already big brands. Big brands sila Apple and Coca-Cola. Almost half of the population are using them, especially Coca-Cola. I think na it's a fact na Coca-Cola has more reach sa mga nations than United Nations itself. Mas maraming reach na nation si Coca-Cola compared sa mga UN. So just imagine, almost all the population is using Coca-Cola. So they don't need proof na kasi they are already built up. These reviews are very important if your brand is just starting pa lang. It's very important to build your credibility. So if you will notice sa ating format, may social proof dito, again, may social proof din dito kasi it's very important to really build up that image. And then after this one, mga testimonials lang para may mga basa yung mga affluent customers. And then ito, next thing are people who are using the products, slideshow din siya again for social proof again. And lastly are the things that we will reveal for the next month. Taka lang, oh my God. My memory is full na. Let me delete muna videos para makakontinue ako ng sharing, guys. So are you learning so far? Mabuti na lang hindi na-quit yung aking Zoom. Okay, let's go back. So basically, that's it for the flow of the website. Again, I want you to screenshot. I want you to screenshot this one. Kasi when you build your website talaga, if you want to sell online, you will go back to this. Trust me. Maybe kanina, if I explained that you gave less value, but these are the things that I have learned over time. Hindi siya yung one day I woke up and oh my God, the online store. Hindi. It was built up over time and it works right now. So let's look at how does the funnel work. Okay, why is it relevant to discuss sales funnel in branding? Important si sales funnel for you to see, okay guys, di ba? When we think of branding, we think na logo lang siya or the image or the message or the perceived value. But branding is very technical if you want it to be technical. And I want it to be technical because I want to understand how branding works. And I'm still learning and it's fun learning how branding works. So this is how I have seen the funnel work in branding. The first thing is Facebook ads. If you are a starting brand, it's important for you to run ads. And Facebook ads is the game changer right now. Next is website mo, product page, cart checkout, thank you page. Again, sa mga newbies dyan, you will not understand this. So screenshot nyo again dyan. So, but the importance of the funnel, okay, is for you to see na ano ba yung experience ng customer from being a stranger to being a total loyal buyer. Okay, the word that I want to highlight there is yung experience. Okay, customer experience. I want you to highlight the word customer experience. Bakit nga ba important si customer experience? Kasi useless yung branding, useless yung effort sa branding if your focus are not on customers. Kasi again, the reason why the brands that we know today are so successful because a lot of people are using them. A lot of people are happily using them because they got the best customer experience. So later, I will give you a bonus content if you will stay until the end, okay? So bonus content. So first bonus content, capturing orders through Messenger. So this is much more ano na siya, medyo kinda advanced na siya for you to know. But let me tell you one thing, guys. This is how you capture orders through Messenger. Di ba? Most of the online sellers, they do their messages manually, but there is a way to automate your business, to automate messaging na pagkagising mo, hala, may mga may mga customers na ako. For example, when I was running my e-commerce store before na wala pang brand, when I woke up, I have mga 15K na sales. No joke to siya, guys. Bad days ko, ito. And it's very private to na mga information. Bad days ko before, mga morning ko na bad days, I will have 5K na orders pa lang. Good days for me are 20K, mga 30K morning pa lang. I mean, morning mga 8 a.m. Imagine 8 a.m. pa lang yon. And one way to automate that is ManyChat, okay? Pagkagising mo, your orders are already captured. And let me tell you this, I don't have to explain this in detail because we have a master who is an expert in ManyChat. And hulaan nyo kung sino siya. If you guess it right, then you are right. And I'm happy for you. And you will meet her tomorrow. Okay? And next one on this is my tips on branding. First is sell the lifestyle. Diba? Our focus is all about the customer experience. How will the customers feel when they see and look at my brand? When we are selling the lifestyle, we want to see and to show to people na what does it feel like for you to use our product, okay? Ano bang feeling pag ginagamit mo yung product mo? For example, sa Apple Watch, a new fitness experience powered by Apple Watch. Okay, when you think of this, diba, fitness experience, Apple Watch, I mean, relo siya, automated na relo. But they are showing ads na focus on fitness because that is their market. Again, diba? So you have seen the format already. They know their product, it's Apple Watch. They know their market, healthy people, and now they focus on branding. Are you getting this, guys? This is so important. I mean, please treasure this one. Kasi for me, if I will explain, feeling ko lang, if I will listen to my voice right now or my expectation mga 1 year ago, I will not understand kung ano yung importance ng Apple. But the fun in branding is understanding why brands right now are so successful and what is their theory or marketing experience or marketing lessons or tactics on that. And this is one of the tactics that I have uncovered. Know your product, know your market, and focus on your branding. Ngayon, when Apple Watch unveiled, a lot of people did not accept it yet. But ngayon, Apple is positioning their brand na lifestyle product siya. When you use Apple Watch, okay, when you use Apple Watch, you will become parang healthier. Again, a new fitness experience powered by Apple Watch. Diba? So sell the lifestyle. Don't sell the product, sell the lifestyle. For example, this one. If you will look at their messaging, heavy on features, light on price. Bundle up to 6 Apple services and enjoy more for less. Diba guys, when we see ads on the Philippines, ang kanilang focus are the specifications. Ano ba yung size ng product? Ano ba yung quality na ginamit? Ano ba yung mga features nito? And you will see ads na less of the message na ganito ka short. But the reason why Apple is doing this message, because they are not selling the product, they are selling the lifestyle of having the product. Again, it's all boiled down to customer experience. So heavy on features, light on price. It's so amazing because it's so simple, it's so concise. And the reason why ngayon na people think na Apple is pricey or quality, because high quality people are using it, diba? When you think of Apple, feeling mo na high-end yung product, best quality. But again, their manufacturers are from China. Lahat ng phones are made from China. Ano ba yung mga phones from China? Like, for example, Xiaomi na phone, Oppo na phone, all Samsung na phone. Those phones are made from China. But why are people branding Apple na high-end siya? Kung China naman siya na item, bakit ba siya high-end, Coach Nero? Because high-end people are also using it. Celebrities are also using it. Okay, that's a plain statement. I want to dive deeper and allow me to dive deeper. Why are celebrities using Apple products? Okay, why are celebrities using Apple products? Kasi, okay, that's a very hard question to uncover. Celebrities are using Apple products kasi the simplicity of the design, again, it's all about the design principle, ha? The design is so simple, the messaging is so simple, and the simpler the things are, people tend to think na it's more efficient, it's more quality, kasi this is kind of meta explanation na siya. It's going deeper, and I really hope that you understand what I'm saying right now. Apple doesn't have to justify themselves anymore by putting the explanation ng kanilang specifications, anong size, anong metrics, saan galing. All they have to put is their product and their messaging. And even if simple yung message, people will understand it easily. Kasi again, di ba, we are creatures of habit and we prefer what is easy. Now, what will you prefer? Yung brand, for example, let's say na same brand pa rin, let's say yung ating example kanina na yung Cherry Mobile, kumbaga. Cherry Mobile pero Apple products, but yung kanilang explanation how they sell the products is very detailed, very deep. Or yung Apple na simpler. So when people think na a product is simpler, when people see na this is much more simpler, this is much more suited for my lifestyle, di ba? Apple uses iOS na system. And when people think that it's suited to my lifestyle, then people will start using it daily. And that's why celebrities started using Apple because it's easier for them to use compared to Samsung na marami siyang tweaks, kumbaga, kasi Windows yung kanilang developer. Again, it's a very detailed thing. I hope you get that. But the bottom line of this is don't sell the product, sell the lifestyle. Branding is all about, again, the customer experience. So, bakit mo ifo-focus yung messaging mo sa product itself when you can focus your messaging on the customer experience itself? Kasi at the end of the day, sila yung biggest mo na stakeholder. So my next tip for you guys when it comes to branding is product. Okay, so this is kind of sa website na siya na end. Product feature is key sa organic sales. Ano siya? So my feature, guys, okay? If nakarating kayo sa website na part, I want you to screenshot this one. and post the screenshot sa aking messenger, okay, I hope I can reply. Most of you here know na I can't reply kasi my life has been so busy lately, but I still make sure to reply mga after mga ano siguro. Pag makahinga-hinga na talaga. I want you to send this to me on Messenger if nakarating kayo dito, and let me explain anong meaning nito once you understand it. The reason why I will not explain this right now because not most of you siguro, or maybe mga 1% can get yung tip na yan. So ito, always offer an upsell. Bakit nga ba important si upsell? Okay, so these are just the things, mga tips lang siya guys, na mga examples ng upsell. So I will not dive in each, but I want to dive bakit important si upsell in branding. Di ba? Again, branding is all about the customer experience. And when we think of customer experience, we also think of our company position. So how will we profit through our customers? Okay, paano ba tayo kikita sa ating mga customers? Water break. Are you learning so far, guys? So, to answer the question, if I am the company, if I am Apple right now, paano ba tayo kikita sa ating mga customers without spending too much budget on marketing or without even making an effort to to really hard sale or selling too hard? How will we come to the point, okay? How will we come to the point na inaabangan ng lahat ng tao ang ating new product? Okay. So to answer that question, the answer for that is again customer experience. So right now, you understand what is customer experience. Let me explain to you bakit siya important sa long run when it comes to creating your brand. Making sure that your customer experience is good, it's making sure that every customer is happy when they receive their product, di ba? To be honest, guys, lahat ng mga Apple products ko, I keep their boxes because their boxes are so good. I mean, they spend a lot of budget on design ng kanilang boxes pa lang. And the reason why I'm keeping the boxes and I'm keeping the packaging because it's so simple, it's so inspiring, kumbaga, it's so clean, it's so classy, it's so unique, kumbaga, that people want to keep their boxes. Again, that is customer experience. You want to make your customers happy, okay? You want to make your customers happy. So bakit nga ba siya important? Because there's this another thing that we call customer lifetime value. I want you to write that down or just to recall it later. Customer lifetime value. Customer lifetime value, okay? Customer lifetime value is the value of the customers for the lifetime. Again, it's the word itself. The value of the customers over a long period of time or forever. Ano ba yung value ng customer sa'yo in the long run? Again, every company, yung kanilang biggest stakeholder aside from their employees, are their customers. So if you want to position your brand in the long run, give them the best experience ngayon pa lang. So that whatever you sell in the future, they will value it, they will buy from you, and aabangan ng lahat ng tao yung product mo, even hindi ka na mag-market. Kasi, di ba, the first thing, for example, the moment that a customer decides to buy from you, that's when they decide to trust you. Again, the moment a customer decides to buy from you, that's the moment they also decide to trust you, to put their trust on you. Meaning yan, okay, ano bang meaning yan, Coach Nero? When they put their trust on you, it is your obligation right now to give them the best experience. And when it comes to giving them the best experience, make sure na yung packaging pa lang, yung product pa lang talaga na design, yung everything is clean, is smooth, everything goes well together. Kasi ang ending nito, guys, if your customers are happy right now, they will buy for future products kasi alam nila na they are receiving quality item. Again, Apple didn't build their brand overnight. They built it through time. Nakarating pa sa point na they are about to issue bankruptcy before Steve Jobs took the place as the CEO again. So, di ba, it's so amazing how branding, creativity, and design can go so long. And to be honest, guys, ngayon, exact goosebumps. The reason why, ang OA Coach Tiro, parang branding lang yan, tapos goosebumps. The reason why, parang I'm so excited to teach this one kasi I'm also learning from my lesson so far. Kasi I just watched yung movie na yung movie about Steve Jobs, and ngayon ko lang na-correlate na oo nga pala it's important na may purpose nga pala yung pag-watch ko ng movie na yun. Because I'm sharing it to you guys right now na they didn't build their product, their brand over time. Kasi iniisip ko na Apple was so successful the moment they started. But Hindi. They have tried to compete with what other brands are doing. And they were almost issued bankruptcy. But when Steve Jobs stepped up again as the CEO, he focused again on the customer experience and his creative design, even if very scary during their times, yung kanilang mga ideas. So that's how, just that simple thought. If you are a creative person, really embrace your passion. If hindi ka naman creative, find someone who will do it for you, to be honest talaga. And scarcity always work. This is another tactic lang siya, guys. So these are the tactics lang to make people buy from you more. So this is more on the marketing end. Okay. Before we proceed, did you learn a lot so far? Did you learn a lot so far, guys? So that I know if may say yung mga pinakakwento ko dito. Sumasakit yung likod ko dito, guys. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you so much for replying, even if I'm not forcing you to reply. Okay. Diba? So just a recap to you guys. We watched kanina how to find the right product, how to look for the right market, and we also discussed about branding itself, about creating your own brand in the website. And now it's time for us to discuss about the marketing end. Kasi again, may example sa mga live webinar. Anong purpose ng having the best item in the world if wala ka namang efforts on marketing? Because marketing is what makes you seen outside, okay? It's what delivers your message. So branding and marketing is a deadly combination. Kasi branding is your message, marketing is the channel of getting that message. It answers to the question, how do I convey this message to my audience?